Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And I rise today to acknowledge some of the fantastic local service groups in my community. Members of these groups volunteer significant amounts of time and devote their own money and efforts to serve others and our broad community. And I'll always maintain that they are key measures of a thriving society that can be found in how many of these service groups exist and how they are active in their community. And I offer my thanks to every single member of these groups in our community, and we simply wouldn't be what we are without them. First of all, the Lions Club of Blackwood. The Lions Club of Blackwood has been part of the community since 1965 and continues to maintain a strong presence with their good work throughout the area. The club's bargain centre is open every Saturday morning, selling second-hand goods to raise money for worthy causes. This year, the club celebrated its $3 million raise through the bargain centre, which is an outstanding achievement. It was a privilege in March to attend the handing over of the new Lions shelter at Manson Oval and Bellevue Heights to the City of Mitcham. And just in recent times, I've been working closely with the Lions Club of Blackwood as we look together to put on the 2021 Blackwood Christmas pageant. And big shout out to Chris Martin and Lou Corso, the outgoing president of the club, for putting together what has been a very difficult COVID management plan, which we submitted to SA Health last week. So fingers crossed there will be a Blackwood Christmas pageant this year. Many thanks to Lou, as I said, for that work and the outgoing president of the club, and congratulations to Kevin Brooks, who is the incoming president of that club, and we celebrated their changeover dinner last week. At the changeover dinner, we also congratulated Anthea Stretton for being named as a Melvin Jones Fellow, and Graham Smithers for his work as a guiding lion. So they're one fantastic community organisation. The Rotary Club of Blackwood is another sterling institution in Waite and provides much-needed support and service to the Blackwood community. This July, they are holding their 37th art show and sale, exhibiting hundreds of artworks by South Australian artists, many of which will be available for purchase. Proceeds support local community projects and other Rotary-specific ventures. And of course, the art show wasn't able to be held last year due to COVID, so really looking forward to the opening of that show in a couple of weeks' time. The club also celebrated its 50th anniversary, and I've been fortunate enough to spend time with the club members to celebrate this important occasion. And a few weeks ago, the club opened a new shelter in conjunction with the City of Mitcham at Corinna Reserve on Shepherds Hill Road, and they continue their fantastic work with local youth and fundraising through book sales. Monday night, I had the pleasure of being at the Belair Hotel for their changeover dinner. And a big thank you to Robin Venus for her sterling efforts over the past 12 months as club president, and for really bringing the club back together. And I wish Lynn Muller all the best as this year's incoming president. Also, some award recipients at the changeover dinner was Graham Luff for the Vern Sermon Award, and Vern Sermon was a charter member of the club. Chris Howard for receiving a Paul Harris Award Sapphire. Don Venus for receiving a Paul Harris Award, mainly for being the spouse of Robin Venus and being a long-suffering Rotary husband, and Robin herself receiving the Paul Harris Award Sapphire, and Martin Rowe, Vulcan Demir, Peter Gear and Barry Sheridan all receiving President's Award. And the Mitcham Rotary Club also plays a huge role in our community, a bit down the hill, where they meet and engage and support charities and organisations that help so many vulnerable South Australians. Some of their recent efforts include a thank you barbecue at the Repat, book sales, sponsoring young people through their Rotary programs, and cleaning gardens at local aged care facilities to install sensory gardens. Last night, the club celebrated their changeover dinner, and unfortunately, the house was sitting, so I couldn't attend that dinner. But big thanks to outgoing President Barry Hurst for his service, and welcome Marco Klobas as the incoming president. And congratulations go to Peter Dry for being awarded the Paul Harris Fellow, and Secretary Andrew Adderton, Community Vocational and Youth Services Director Lee, and Bookshop Manager Chris for receiving the Paul Harris Fellowship Sapphire Award as well. There are so many groups in our community that do so much: Brown Hill Creek Rotary Club, Coromandel Valley Rotary Club, Mitcham Lions, and the various Probus Clubs, which all undertake amazing work in our community, and I hope to be able to speak about their outstanding work in the future. Every dollar raised, every program run, every effort makes a difference in the lives of those who are fortunate enough to live amongst these service groups, and I look forward to continuing to support their good work and the work of all our service groups in Waite to ensure a better community for all of us.